I'm meteorologist Adam Stiles. I'm standing on the Bayview extension where the road remains closed just south of River Street due to some flooding that's happening just over that hill. We've been continuing to keep an eye on the water levels here on the Don River, and they have been running fairly high, but for the most part staying within their banks. You can see the Don Valley Parkway back in behind it, traffic moving fine in both directions. Between the river and myself, the train tracks here, they haven't any problems as far as that is concerned. The GO trains on the Richmond Hill line have been running, but this is not the only problem spot we've seen so far here across the city. The lakeshore was closed earlier this afternoon. The flooding forced the closure near Ontario Place from British Columbia Road to New Brunswick Way. The water levels did naturally go down after the heavy rains let up, allowing the police to gradually reopen the road. And as I mentioned, the DVP remains open here this rush hour despite the rising water levels along the Don River, and the GO Transit line has been up and running. It's still safe to run those trains here on that Richmond Hill corridor, but they are keeping a very close eye on the situation. Today's heavy rain comes at a time when lake levels are already at an all-time high.
Right now we have the highest water level that we've ever seen in recorded history, and it is expected that it will continue to keep rising for a couple more weeks at least. And with the rain, you know, that accelerates some of that, the lake level.
Those high lake levels are going to continue to be an issue as there is more rain in the forecast. Plus, all of this rain still has to drain down and make its way in toward Lake Ontario, but it is causing some problems already in the beach. That's where we'll find Amanda Ferguson.
Yes, Adam, residents here in the beaches are once again having to deal with the prospect of flooding. We're on a back alley near Q Beach Ave near Woodbine, and just on Q Beach there, that street there was completely flooded about an hour ago. City crews are on scene and they're working to pump it out. It looks like they are making some progress, but it's behind the houses where there's a lot of water. It simply has no place to go. In fact, I'm standing on a sewer grate right now, and like I said, the water is no place to go. However, speaking to a lot of the residents who live on the street right here, they're all pretty much coming home from work to see the damage, and there aren't reports of widespread basement flooding at this time. The vast majority of residents here are accustomed to this sort of thing, so they've invested thousands and thousands of dollars to make sure that their basements do not flood. But this is a situation the city is continuing to monitor. Like I said, they're pumping out Q Beach Ave right now. The water is going down, but unfortunately on streets or back alleys like this one, it looks like the water will be here for quite some time.